All right, let's do a keep 'em or dump 'em with the Mets roster. Let me preface this by saying dump 'em sounds harsher than it is.
It does.
It's nothing personal. It just means move on from the player. We don't want any feelings getting hurt here. That being said, Maggie, let's start with you, Jeff McNeil.
Dump him. No, I mean, listen, there's a lot of reasons to keep Jeff McNeil, but I think there's a very intriguing return that you could get for Jeff McNeil as well. Think about it, right? The guy's young. He doesn't make a lot of money. Team control. He can play multiple positions. I just don't know if it's run its course here with the Mets, and if they do need to shake things up, he could probably get you a lot of return. I'm really curious to see what his value would be on the open market because we've seen him at his best. He carries so many good qualities. I just don't think we've gotten the best out of him here with the New York Mets.
I think there's a reason for that, and it's the reason that I would dump him. When you see a guy who, can hit 300, can hit 300 plus, have great seasons like he has in 18 and 19, even last year wasn't that bad, but then to see him kind of throw his helmet and have temper tantrums and things like that in between those at-bats when he's hitting 300, it's really tiresome as a player, as a fellow player, as someone, a teammate. You don't like seeing that. And there's room to move on from guys like that because that creates a different vibe in the clubhouse that I don't think is great. Now, like Maggie said, great versatility. I think he'd be a great piece somewhere else, so I think you can get something.
Todd Robinson Cano, keep him, dump him.
This is going to sound odd, but I don't think you can dump him, so I think you keep him. And by the way, Robinson Cano, for all that he has done into the PEDs, I don't think guys care about that in the clubhouse as much anymore. There's a handful of guys that may care about it. But Robinson Cano, when he was here and utilizing his PEDs, was also a very good guy in the clubhouse. He's a leader that a lot of guys look up to. He has a calmness about him. He's been through the wars. He's been through a lot of different ups and downs in his career. And he might be a little bit of a stabilizing force that I think this clubhouse could definitely use.
Listen, if the DH has come into the National League, which I think we believe it's going to, then I think Robinson Cano could have a pretty interesting role on this team. Now, you don't want him to clog up that role like we saw with the Yankees with Giancarlo Stanton for a long time because it kills your versatility. But I think Robinson Cano in a DH role, and I know, Todd, I'm with you, weird mentor role. Weirdly, I know that's odd to say because he's been busted for PEDs twice, but I think his experience and calmness, I think that would go a long way. And I think the guy can still hit.